All right, students, we'll start our class. As promised, we are going live today. So, first of all, first time I'm going live. So, what we are going to study and what we are going to do, first of all, I will tell you. So, we are, whatever the videos we have made till now, we will just go what we have studied in those videos. We will go through it, that is one by step what we have studied and what are the importance. These things we'll discuss, and then we'll do some practical. That's why I'm just showing you the complete my labs setup. We will go according to the lab setup. Okay, right? Okay. So first of all, why my channel and why it is important. So please remember, I have made this channel, or rather, I am making these videos for the students who are going into the industry where they can work and they can do some service works. So for those students who want to learn, or those hobbyists who want to learn some new things, some new this thing, I'm giving ideas with the different videos as we have already discussed. Okay. So this I'm just giving you a little idea about these things. So please remember what we have started in the beginning. We started with the very basic things, very basics, right? What basics we have started? We have started with the first, that is what are the definition, what are the things you have to remember. That means what is current, what is power, what is voltage, and what is other things you have to remember. Few laws you have to remember. Those things we have already discussed. So what I will do is, till you just more people join, I will try to show you that video for you. So just a moment, please. I will just find out that video. Where is the video? And I will just click it for you. Okay. So I will just a moment, please. So you can by that time you can just see, you can identify the components which I have kept over here, and what are the importance of those components. You can just check it out. By that time I'll just find out those videos. The first video I'm trying to play, so that you will get little idea about those videos. Okay, so I will just play this video, and one second, please. Okay.
on chip design and fabrication platform.
All right. So, friends, first of all, I will discuss what are these things, what are parts. You have to understand what are the parts, important parts of electronical and the circuits. Okay, this part we will discuss today. So first of all, you can see what are the parts and all. You can see. I will just try to show it to you. You have to identification. So part identification is very, very important. Let it be a board, any type of board. Let it be a breadboard, any type of breadboard, right? So you have to identify the parts on it. Then only you can make the circuits. Okay. So first we'll discuss about the parts and all. Okay. First we'll discuss about the parts. What are the different parts? What are the tools? And what are the connectors? Different type of connectors, right? And what are the different type of instruments? So these are the important things what we have to remember. Okay. Now, first of all, we'll come to the part. Okay. The first part what we have studied is very simple part. This part. Okay. This part. This is called as resistor. Okay. This is called as resistor. Even this part, try to show it to you. This is also resistor. This part is also resistor. This part is also resistor. And you will have smaller than this. So this is also resistor, right? So this is also resistor. So what is the difference between these two parts? What are the difference between these two things? Like what are the difference? Only size. Okay. So this is smaller. This is medium, and this size is little bigger. This size is little bigger. That is the only difference. Okay, please remember that. That is the only difference. So I will just keep it here. So first part, resistor. How many terminals are there in the resistor? Can anybody tell me how many terminals are there in the resistor? There are two terminals. Okay, two terminals you can see. So resistor, I will just tell you this part, this particular part, what I'm showing you. This is also resistor. So how many pins are there in this resistor? There are 3 pins, 1, 2, 3 pins. Okay, 3 pins are there in this resistor. But what is the difference between this resistor and this resistor? This resistor is variable resistor. It is a variable resistor, whereas this resistor are fixed value. Fixed value. That means the manufacturer has fixed the value. You cannot change the value, whereas you can just by twisting this particular shaft, you can change the value of the resistor. Okay, value will be written, but 0 to maximum value, what is written on it, that can be changed. This is called potentiometer or variable resistor. This is fixed value resistor. This is the first part. So I have told you about these part. Nowadays, you will have SMD type of components. SMD type of components. Okay. All SMD type of components will be there. So you have to understand what is SMD components. I will just try to show it to you. What is SMD components? So here you can see this black color small parts will be there where I am putting my screwdriver. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Already it is written on the PCB. It is denoted like R. It has been already denoted here, right? So these are nothing but SMD resistor. Nowadays you have smaller resistor than this, right? So what you have to remember, what you have to see, the black color, maximum time it will be resistor. It will be having 2 points, means it is fixed value. And some values will be written. Sometimes the value will not be written, but some codes will be there. With the codes, you can find out what is that particular part. Okay. So this is also register. Previously also shown you this. This is also register. Okay. In the same circuit, you can see there are this part. This part you can see this part is also register. Okay. This part is also a register. But main thing what I'm trying to tell you is, or I'm trying to show you is, these are SMD register. These are all SMD register. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, these are all SMD registers. Okay. So you have to, identification is very important part. Now what I will show you, this is a mobile phone PCB. Even this PCB circuit also have register. But what you have to see here, the register size here, size of the register is more smaller than this size that just now I have shown you. So this size is also more smaller. Okay. So you have to see this also. Okay. So that we have, that part we have to compulsory see. Once again, please. All right. So, okay. So what I'm trying to tell you is the size of this, but what you have to see is, that's now I've told you, maximum the resistors will be in black in color. Okay. Black in color. Okay. So this is first part. Second part is, you will, what you have seen, we have studied already these parts. Okay. These are the parts. Okay. So these are called as capacitors. Even this is capacitor. This one is also capacitor. Okay. Even this is also capacitor. Right. These are the capacitors. So what I will do is, I will just put capacitors on the table and I will try to show it to you. Okay. So I will just move other parts over here. And these are the capacitors. Okay. These are the capacitors. These are the different type of capacitors. Sorry, this is this thing. So these are the different type of capacitor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 4 point. So what type of capacitors are this? Just I will tell you. These are all fixed value capacitor. Fixed value capacitors, where the values are fixed. It cannot be changed. Why? Because already we have seen in resistor, if 3 points are there, it's a variable. Okay, we call it as a potentiometer. Here also you have variable capacitor. Okay, right now I'm showing you only two, which are having only 2 pins. You have to identify these two cylinder shape of capacitors. These two cylinder shape of capacitors, where some marking are given. This side there is a marking. You can see minus marking. Even this one, the smaller one, also will have a marking on the one side. You can see here there is a marking on one side, right? So this is one negative and another one is positive. Same here, negative and positive. So what you have to remember, these type of capacitor, we call it as a electrolytic capacitor. Electrolytic capacitor, or sometimes if you want to tell it, we can call it as a filter capacitors. Filter means in power supply it is used as a filter. Mainly the microfarads are more, the value which is written here, it is written 1000 microfarad mu f. That is more the value, compulsory it will be used for filtering purpose power supply. Okay, so here the value is 4.7. okay, the value is 4.7, you can see. So different value capacitor, and this is also capacitors. These are also capacitors with different value, but the value will be lesser than this. The value of these capacitor will be lesser than this, and this capacitors doesn't have polarity. Why? Because you don't have plus and minus in this. No plus and minus. Okay, so it can be connected like this, but this capacitors, electrolytic capacitors, compulsory you have to see it has to be connected properly. That is It has to be connected. The minus should go to the minus and the plus should go to the plus, right? So you have to see this. Okay. So this capacitor's value should be lesser than the microfarad. That is, it can be 0.1, 0.01, 0.001, 0.0001, or so on, right? So this capacitor are named or termed. How they will be named or termed? They will be termed according to their dielectric material or the material from which it is made. Like this capacitor, I told you, this is called as electrolytic capacitor. So these can be ceramic, polypropylene, paper, polyester. So these are the material, we call it dielectric material. That's why the name of the capacitor. So this is the normal capacitor, the bigger size one. I will remove this now. Now we'll see the smaller capacitors, okay? Smaller SMD capacitors. I will just try to show it to you. Maximum, you can just see here, there is a one capacitor, it's written here C. You can see, right? This is C102. So what is the color actually? It is ash color, or it looks like it is a brown color, okay? Ash or brown, or one more capacitor you can see here, where I'm putting the screwdriver here. This is also a capacitor. So this is a capacitor or this thing. Okay. What capacitor? SMD. What is SMD? Surface mounted device. Surface mounted device. So these are SMD capacitors. Got it? So these are all SMD type of capacitors. So these are conventional capacitors. These are all our conventional capacitors. Just now I've shown you now. This is electrolytic capacitor, same capacitors with different value, right? But nowadays, you should remember that you should see these type of capacitor. You should see these are the capacitor, okay? So these SMD capacitor also you should see. So what you have to remember, resistor will be black in color, capacitor will be ash or brown in color, ash or brown in color. Okay, so that is the one, this thing. Okay, so this is the second part. We'll not discuss other parts, already we have discussed. So you can see, or you can just go to my videos and you can discuss about this. Even this is a resistor, please, I didn't show you, but this value is more bigger than this, right? So bigger means what? Resistor is bigger. Why it is bigger? Why say we bigger resistor? Bigger means the power rating wattage will be more. This may be 2 watts. This is 5 watts. This is 5 watt. Okay, this is 5 watts and this is 2 watt. Okay, so right. Okay, now we'll come to this. You all remember what is this part. You all know what is it actually, right? This is LED, right? LED. What is the work of LED? It gives light. But what is the full form for LED? It is called as light emitting diode. Which emits light. We call it as a light emitting diode. Okay, we call it as a light emitting diode. Now you can see, I'm just trying to show you on this. These are also diodes. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? But here the different colors are there. But here only it looks black color only with some marking on it, right? What is the marking? I will just try to show it to you. What is the marking on it? So you can see one side you have a silver ring, right? You have a silver ring on one side. Okay. The silver ring denotes cathode, and another end is anode. So anode and cathode, anode and cathode, anode and cathode. So what type of diode this is? That means if you compare with this diode, this is called as rectified diodes. These are all rectified diodes. Rectification, which does the rectification. What is rectification? Already we have discussed. That is converting AC to DC. This side we will give AC and this side will get negative and this is positive. I will just show you what is this circuit and why I have made this circuit. I will just display it. Okay, so you will learn little more about it. That's why I have made it ready. So just now we are discussing about parts now. Parts, identification of parts. So these are diodes. Okay, these are LED diodes. These are diodes. You have different type of diodes. Okay, you can get signal diodes. You can get a different more type of diodes and all. Even this has diodes. You can see here, this is diode. This is a bit smaller in size, smaller in size. Okay, smaller in size. These are the same what I have just now shown you. Same diodes, same rectifier diodes. You can see here. Okay, same diodes. Okay, right. Okay, so these are smaller diodes. Even on SMD side also, you will have diode. SMD diodes will be there. Okay, even on this, the size of the diodes will be very, very small. Even on this chip, this board also, that is your mobile phone board also, you will have SMD diode. Okay, so these are the different type of diodes you have to see. Diodes are made up of what material? What we call, first of all, what we call diodes at the beginning, what we learn in the beginning, we learn that diodes are semiconducting material. So that means it is made up of from semiconducting material. All these diodes are made up of semiconducting material. Even this LED diode is also made up of semiconducting material. Semiconductor material are very, very important. So what type of, when we studied the two type of components, please remember active and passive. So this is active component. Passive components, resistor, capacitor, these are all passive components. Please remember, these are all passive components. Okay, right? Switches, these are the switches. Okay, so these are the different type of switches and all. These are passive components. We'll have some this thing. These are manual switches. You can just press it and you can switch it off. In this, you have different type of switches also. This is very smaller type. This is smaller type switch. Okay, you can see here, this is smaller type switch. This is called a slide switch. Slide, you can slide it here, left and right, you can slide, and you can see here, this is the slide switch, which will have 3 terminals, center, left and right. Okay, so 3 terminals are there, so you can make contact or you can break contact. That is the main purpose of the switch. So we have seen switches. This is one more type of switch, that is, we call it as a micro switch. Already we have studied in other videos. I have already told you. So this is a micro switch. Okay, these are the micro switches. All right, so there is one more type of switch I just wanted to. This is a relay, electromagnetic relay. Okay, which has 5 points that I will tell you. We have made some circuits according to this. So please remember why I am telling you all these things. These are important things for the industry. If you are going for the industry, identification of components are very, very important. Suppose if there you see in the factory this type of part, this part, right? This part you see in the factory. So will you tell that this is a capacitor? No, you should say that this is a resistor. That's why identification for the industry, for service industry, for manufacturing industry, it is very, very important. So that's what we are studying in the beginning. So identification, first part. Okay, so this part is over. Switches I have told you, switches I have shown you, diodes I have shown you, rectified diodes and LED diode I have shown you. Now next comes the transistor part. These are the transistors. Okay, these are the different type of transistors. I'm just trying to show it to you. These are the transistor which has how many legs? Transistor have how many legs? 1, 2, 3. 3 legs are there. So I will show you some other transistor also of different sizes. You can see here. So these are also transistor. Okay, these are also transistor. So these two are also transistor. We have already taken a class on transistor, how to test a transistor. All the students, all electronic students and hobbyists and electrical students should know how to test a transistor. There is a separate video in my this thing. You please go and watch how to test a transistor. How you will test the transistor. Once again, I will just try to show it to you. So first of all, what you have to do, I'm just going to tell you. So transistor are also made up of from what? Transistor are also made from what material? Anybody? The transistor are also made from the material called semiconductor, right? What are the semiconductor material? First comes to your mind. First, what comes to your mind when we talk about semiconducting material? So first thing which comes to our mind when we talk about semiconducting material is what? Germanium. So maximum will be using germanium transistors only. Okay. So now I fix this three. You can see this three. How to test? I will once again. I will tell you. Put it on diode mode. Meter should be on diode mode. This is diode mode. Okay. This is the diode mode. Okay. Right. This is the diode mode. I have kept it on a diode mode. Now take any this thing. Okay. Take any probe, red or purple. These are two probes now coming out from here and here. So what I will do is I will put black color on the center, and I will put one probe on this side, right? You can see what I have did, black on the center and this thing. So I didn't get anything. Okay. Did I get anything? No, I didn't get anything. So I'm shifting the red probe to other side. There are three terminals. No, black is there on center only. Nothing is there. So what I will do is I will shift this black color to the center now, and I will select. I have got some value. Got it? I have got some value. This side also I will try to shift. I have got some value, right? So I have got some value. So what does it show you? When you get same type of value on both the side, approximately same type, because we are getting same, right? By putting red color, this is the red color, okay? Red color in the center and black color on other side, I've got the value. That means my transistor is good, and my transistor is NPN. This is the NPN transistor. Same thing will happen with the PNP, because there are two type of transistor. So PNP, same. Likewise, this thing you have to see. So some of this some imported transistor will have side base. That means the base will be on the side. Here we have taken base as a center. Here it will be on the side, on one side. Okay. So this is you have to keep it in mind. How you will come to know that? When you see the number on the transistor, something will be written on the transistor with the help of that. So please remember, there can be thousands of number, this thing, but that only comes when you go to the industry, and it will come slowly when you keep on watching, looking the videos or searching the web and this thing. So for that purpose, I have made one more video, that is a data sheet. How to check the data sheet. So each of the number and all description will be there. Even on about this transistor BC547, I have made a data sheet. One video is there. You please watch those video of data sheet. Okay, right. So this is about testing of transistor. What transistor? This is PNP or NPN transistor. Either PNP or NPN transistor, it will be there. Now we will just see. I will just try to show you one small working of the transistor. Okay, so I have made one circuit. I will just explain you what is this circuit. Already we have done it. Okay, already we have done this circuit. I will just try to show it to you what exactly it is. So here you can see there is a sensor here. Okay, I have connected one sensor. This is called as proximity sensor, IR sensor. One transmitter and one receiver. Black and white, you can just make it out. So it will transmit ray. And what I will do, I will just put my hand or some obstruction. So the reflected wave will go again to another LED. So one is transmitter, one is a receiver. What type of rays? IR. What is IR? Infrared. Okay. What you have in your remotes, no? For this thing. Now, what I did is, I will just try to show it to you. I've given some connection. That is one supply voltage I've given from here. Ground I have connected here. This I have taken as a ground. Then what I did from output, through output, I have connected one resistor and given to this transistor. Okay. Okay. This transistor, this one. Okay. This transistor. So what is this transistor right now? This transistor is NPN transistor. And the output of this transistor I have connected to the LED. So what happens, I will just try to show it to you. I will just give you a display about that. So you please check this thing. So I've connected my 5-volt power supply. I will try to show it to you. Okay. So I've connected power supply. This is the negative point. This is the negative of the power supply. I will connect it here. 5-volt power supply. And this is the positive. Okay. Positive of the power supply. So I will just connect this positive to this end. What happens, you see. Okay. So the lights have come on this. That means the supply is going in this. You can see here blue color light, right? That means it is continuously on now. But I will just watch it now. If I put my hand here, what happens? This light has gone off, correct? The light have gone off. That means when when the reflected waves are going inside, that means it is coming. I'm removing my hand. Now what I will do is, I just told you that this is NPN transistor. NPN transistor. In the place of that, what I will do is I will shift I will use a PNP transistor. So I have got a PNP transistor over here. Okay, PNP transistor over here, right? Same. So I will just remove this transistor. I will just remove this transistor, and I will just connect a PNP transistor on the place of that. Same, nothing, no changes at all. So what I will do is this emitter, and collector. Now you can see it has changed. What is happening now? Previously it was continuously on. Now it is off. But when I put my hand, then only it will come. Same thing will happen here also. I have use one more sensor, that is called as touch sensor, right? When you use this touch sensor, then what happens over here? Just a moment, please. This is gone. This is here. This base, and this base collector goes to this transistor. Okay, right? Okay. So, all right. There is a loose contact. I will just try to show it to you. Now there is a red light coming, you can see. But that red light I have connected to one more sensor over here. That is touch sensor, right? Okay, this is working, right? I have just changed it. You want that how the things are changing. That is, if you use a PNP or NPN transistor, how the things will be working. That's what I just wanted to show it to you. So I will just change the transistor. Right, now it is continuously on. Same time this red color bulb is on. Now when the red color bulb is on, you can see here the touch screen. Here I have used one PNP transistor. That's why this is also on. But as soon as I touch here, I go to this touch sensor, it gets off. Same thing will happen. If I change the value, I will change the value. That is, I will go for NPN transistor now. So here also it will change. Okay. Right? No. So this is okay, right? You can see the changes are there. So what I'm trying to show you is we can change the states. We can change the state of the transistor. That is by changing the transistor emitter base collector. We have to see. I will tell you how to connect. Collector, usually we have given the output. That is, the LEDs are connected through a resistor. Okay. Emitter is directly grounded. All the transistor emitter, both the transistor emitter are grounded. Base, what I did, I just connected 1 kilo ohm resistor from the base. That means the output of these two sensors through 1 kilo ohm resistor I have connected to the base. Very simple circuit to understand. Okay, right? So this is one PNP and NPN, how to check or how it works, that you have understood, I believe. Now what I will do is I will show you one more circuit. Now this is what is this circuit, right? So we have used, we have already discussed in our class about power supply. See, everything works on a power supply. So first of all, you have to learn how to make power supply. Okay, how to make power supply, you have to learn. Okay, right. So first thing you should do is to learn power supply. So now it is a little jumble type of thing. I will just explain you what is it exactly. Afterwards, what I will do is the same in this same videos and all. I'll put all the circuit schematic diagrams so that you can refer it. You can just see and you can just do. So I want that you should learn about this. So I will just explain you first. So this is a 4 diodes. I told you these are rectified diodes, right? NPN, the PN junction diodes, we call it as, made up of germanium, silicon material. So this 4 arrangement, we call it as a bridge. Okay, 4 diodes, that means compulsory in arranged this type of arrangement we call as a bridge. So this two thing, this one, this black color is minus and this red color is a positive, right? So we got minus and we got plus. So where these are these two junctions, one junction and these two junction, this is input. Input means what? We have to give transformer input to this. Where how you will give transformer input to this, I will just show you. This is my transformer. Okay, this is my transformer. This is primary, which will go to the AC, and this is secondary. You have 3 points. We can use only 2 points. When there is a bridge, only 2 points are to be used. When it is a full wave rectifier, full wave means only 2 diodes. At that time, I have to use this as a center. The center I have to use as a ground. So because negative I'm taking from here, so I will use only 2 points. Okay, so this is bridge circuit. This one, this is my regulator IC. This is a 5-volt regulator IC I have connected here. So from here output, go to the input of the fixed value regulator. Fixed value regulator. That means when it is written on the regulator 7805, then output has to be 5 volts only. So this is output pin I have connected. So here if I count, it will be 5. It should come 5 volt because it connected to this regulator. Okay, right. So one more transistor I have used here. You can see here one more transistor I have used. No, it's not a transistor, it's an IC. So it is, the number is LM317. LM317. Why we have used it? I have used one potentiometer here. You can see here one potentiometer, right? Okay, preset. So when I put my screwdriver here inside and I will twist it left and right. So what will happen? The output, this is the output for that. This yellow color pin is the output for that. Okay, this is the output for that. So you will get a variable. And that means when you turn it left and right, at that time this will also turn. This will also make a turn. Okay, so that you have to remember it nicely. Okay, so we have made a power supply from single this thing. We can fixed value and regulated, that I will show you. Okay, I will try to show it to you. So what I will do is I will just put my multimeter over here. I'll put my multimeter over here. Okay, right. Now I will just try to give the connection first. So how you will give the connection? I told you only 2 points is to be connected. So what I will do is from transformer, 1 point, the other end, I will connect to one junction. That is one junction diode. This is the junction diode. Okay, this is one junction diode. So I will just have connected to one junction. The another junction, another wire. This is the another wire. Okay, so I'm giving it to the another junction. This is the another junction. Okay, so this is positive and that side is negative. Already I have connected this side. I've taken common negative, and this side positive I have given to this also as well as this also. So what we will do, we'll check the output on both the side. So what I will do is I will just connect this black wire negative to the common negative. This is my common negative. Okay, this is my common negative. I've just connected and kept it there. Okay, right. So 1 second, please. You cannot see now. Okay, so this I will just try to show it to you like this. All right. Okay. Now what I will do, I've just connected it. I will just connect my transformer through this points, and I will just see why it is not coming. Okay. One second, please. I will just check why it is not coming. Well, let me check whether voltage is coming or not. I'll put it to 20 volts. This is 20 volts. No, the voltage is not coming. So what I will do first, I will check AC voltage, whether it is coming or not. So what I will do is I will just take out this thing. This points, 2 points, I will check whether the AC voltage is there or not. So AC, even the AC is not there. Even the AC is not there. So what is the problem? What is the problem with this? So that means I didn't connect it. Okay, so I will just connect it here. I will remove this one and I will connect this one. Now the light has come. Okay, you can see the light has come. So what I will do is I will negative, I will connect to this point. I will just just for showing it to you, because one has to be fixed. So I will just connect it 20 volts here. I have connected 20 volts. So first I told you this is a regulator circuit. One is variable regulator, one is fixed value regulator. I said the regulator number is 7805. I will check whether the 5 volt is coming or not. Okay, what is the voltage? 5 volt, fixed value, right? That cannot be changed. This is a fixed value voltage, 5 volts. And I want to check what is the voltage on this yellow color wire. Okay, yellow color wire. What is the voltage? It is showing 9.55. Now what I will do is I will just move the preset. I will just move the preset. You just watch it, what happens. The voltage is increasing, correct? The voltage is varying. I can reduce this also. So I'm reducing it. It went to 6 volt. I can just adjust it to 1 point, whatever voltage I want, and I can increase the voltage. That is, I can make voltage, variable voltage regulator up to this one. Okay, so you got my point. This you can go up to 12 volts also. Yeah, I can go more than 12 volts. Okay, so what I did, I am varying the preset. Where is the preset here? This is the preset. Okay, that is variable resistor. I have to made a small circuit. So single power supply from which I can take a fixed value output as well as the variable. So these are the very important things before going into industry. You should know these things are very important. Okay, so this is a variable LM317. I will share the circuits with you. Okay, when this thing coming time, I will certainly share the circuits with you. And this is fixed value, right? So we have just checked live. So all of you, all beginners, you should first learn how to make a power supply first. You people should learn how to make the power supply first. Okay, so that is the first point. Okay, so I will just remove this first. I will remove the connections. This is transformer. Okay, right. Okay, now what is transformer? Is an active component, passive components? It's a passive component. Please remember passive, because you have a coil inside. Okay, it's a passive. It comes in the category of passive components. So what AC is the input, output is also AC, right? Both the side AC. For making, because our electronic circuit, electrical circuit, or any circuit rather wants, suppose this is one circuit or this is the circuit. This will work only on DC. The whole circuit will work on DC. So what we do, you could have a power supply. You have to convert this into adapter. We use mobile phone adapter, isn't it? So that adapter we have to use it so that this runs. So please remember the important point. All our circuit, TV, DVD player, microwave, or so many other things are there where you have a printed circuit boards. There is a circuit. It will work on DC. So this doesn't give DC output. We have to change it to DC. That's why we use this bridge circuit, this power supply circuit. Just now I have shown you. That is the importance of power supply. Okay. So transformer testing and all that we already did it. You can refer to the old videos. We have already seen the old videos. You please go and refer to the old videos. So that I will show you. So this is one more thing I will tell you. That power supply we have discussed. It is what type of power supply? I told you when the regulator is fixed value. When the regulator, this is the regulator, is fixed value, then you will get fixed output. If this number you have to see, then only you will come to know what is the output. So according to your requirement for the circuit, you will design this type of circuits. Very simple. But this can be used, that is variable power supply. You can adjust it to any of the level. If you want 5 volts, you can adjust to 5 volt. You want 6 volt, you can adjust to 6 volt. You want more than that, 12 volts, so this power supply will do. So you what you will do, you will only shift that resistor. This resistor only you will shift left and right so that you get output voltage. Okay, so this is the advantage of variable is every time better. This IC 7805 and this IC, that is LM317. What is the difference? This is 1 amp. It can hold current, give you current up to 1 amp. This can give current up to 4 to 5 amps. If you connect a heat sink to this, right? Heat sink, that means the transistor, if it is connected on the heat sink, this heat sink, aluminum, right? So probably the current rating or this thing may increase by little few milliamps, right? Because your the heat is dissipated with the help of heat sink. Okay, it's aluminum. You must have seen with a lot of CPUs and all will have a heat sink to dissipate the heat. Okay, that is the main function of heat sink. Okay, right. All right. So this is about the power supply I just gave you. I was telling you about this. This is what circuit. This is fixed value, and this thing we have already seen. This is SMPS, switch mode power supply. That means inside your mobile phone charger, this is the circuit, right? This is the mobile phone charger circuit. Please remember, mobile phone charger circuit. So this is also same mobile phone charger circuit, right? You can see here, you can see USB connector. From here you can give 5 volts to your mobile phone to charge your mobile phone. Here the two wires will be there. From here the two terminals plus and minus, it's written over here, right? You can see here plus and minus, two wires will be going, and the pins, it can be micro USB, it can be C, or it can be anything else. Here it is USB. Already this, it has been fixed. Both of them are mobile phone charger, which will give you 5 volts output. Just now we have made one 5 volt fixed value power supply. This is also fixed value power supply, fixed value. Okay, but the only difference is the circuit is switch mode. The circuit is switch mode. What is the advantage of switch mode? We are, in this case, we have used a bigger transformer, right? This with heavy transformer. So this transformer, this two transformer you can see here are more powerful than this transformer. Double or triple the power of this transformer, the sizes are small. So that is the advantage of switch mode power supply. Okay, got it? So this is switch mode power supply. You can try to repair the switch mode power supply. Very simple. So first I will just tell you what are the things in here. Rectifier circuit. First AC comes over here to 30 volts. Then these are the two filters, electrolytic capacitors, filters. Okay. Then through filter it will go to the transformer, and from transformer primary side it will come to the switching transistor. Here you can see this is switching transistor. I will try to show it to you from this side. This one. Okay, this is switching transistor. Okay, so here also switching transistor. Here in this case the switching transistor, instead of switching transistor, what they have used is one IC, switching IC. It works like a transistor only, but it's a IC. This is a SMD. This is compact one. This is little bigger in size, and this is little compact. Okay, you can see, just make it out. Okay, so this side also they have given components. Of course, here also they have given components, but these are little compact size. That's why they have used a IC, switching IC. So this is switching transistor. Okay, switching transistor. From switching transistor, it will work with the help of a transformer and the capacitor and feedback, and you will get output. Output is given, filtered again. This is the, again, AC output you will get. It is made to DC with this diode. Again, it is filtered and it is given to your mobile phone. How much volt? 5 volts. Our mobile phone charger works on 5 to 5.5 volts. That's all. Okay. Here also same. USB will give what is the output of the USB? It will give you 5 volts only. 5 volts only. So please remember, USB will give what type of USB it is. It will be. It will give you 5 volts only. Okay. So this is a IC SMD type. I have told you diode SMD diodes. I have just tried to show it to you. So these are the diodes. Okay. These are the SMD type of diode. SMD type of diode. Okay. So component identification is very, very important that you have to remember. Okay. One second, please. That you have to remember. Okay. Now I will show you something else. Once again, please. Okay. Right. So these are the diodes. These are the IC. This is also diode. I told you about resistor. This is capacitor. Brown and black colors you have to remember. Black color diodes you can check this type. Please remember maximum time. What happens, these type of small parts doesn't get damaged. Probably you think, sir, how we will repair this? This if this small component goes, then how we can see and how can we repair it? Usually, the small components will never go. That you have to keep it in mind. So this is SMPS power supply, your chargers. Okay, the bigger size also you get it. Okay? Bigger size in TVs you have a SMPS. In your laptop chargers, they are bigger in size. Laptop chargers will be bigger. So this is laptop charger. This thing, same thing. Operation is same. This is smaller. This is bigger. Probably the output from laptop can be 18 to 20 volts. Here it is 5 volts now. So this can be 20 volts. Difference in the transformer, little transformer difference. All the circuit, basic working principle is same like this. All this SMPS will work. So probably I will have one more class on SMPS where I will give you a complete idea about SMPS. Now, how to repair the SMPS? I will just tell you in 2 minutes how to repair and how to. Suppose your charger has gone bad and you want to repair this charger. If your charger has gone bad and you want to repair this charger, so what parts you are going to check? I will just tell you first. So remember, first you will check the fuse. This is the fuse, or if fuse is not given, there will be a fusible resistor. Resistor will be there. So first thing, this you have to check it. If it is open, replace it. Right? Only in Indian currency, it will be 1 rupee, more than one, less than 1 rupee, 50 paisa only. Right? You will get the part. So this is you have to check. Second, you have to check these 4 diodes. How to check the diodes? That already I have shown you in the video. You can refer my videos. So 1, 2, 3, 4 diodes you can check immediately. So usually what happens, this diodes, if even one goes, you have to replace all the 4. It's a better idea because randomly it is working together, right? So anyhow, because same number sometimes you don't get. I want all the 4 numbers should be same. So 4 diodes you can check. Third point is you have to check the filter capacitors. The mains filter we call it as. Mains filter means what? It's written here. This is also filter capacitor, but here it is written 400 volts. You can see here 400 volts, right? So those capacitor only you have to check. How to check? With the multimeter plus and minus you can check. We can keep it here, and charging, discharging you can check. Or otherwise, if it is bursted, straight away replace it. Okay, that is the point. So 3 components you have checked. Fourth, final component is check this transistor. Even on this transistor checking, I have made a video. So transistor, check the transistor. Don't check this powers of this thing, your transformer and all. Usually transformer never fails. So if you know how to check resistor, diode, capacitor, and transistor, you can make any power supply 90%, 80 to 75 to 90%. You can trace out the problem and you can repair it. Don't throw your chargers. At least I want that you should try it. Okay, so these things I am telling, the same thing will happen in this circuit also. So here also you can check it. Okay, these are the mains filter. These are the 2 mains filter. Only size is bigger. These are the 4 diodes. Okay, there is a fuse also. You can see here this side there is a fuse. You can check the fuse here. Okay, fuse. Other thing, right? So this is your EMI filter. Don't worry, don't bother about EMI filter. Later on classes, I will tell you what is EMI and EMI filters. This is your capacitor. It doesn't fail. this capacitor only, mains filter, I told you, it may go, and the switching transistor. Here the switching transistor is little bigger in size. What they did is they have put it on a heat sink, right? You can see here the transistor is here, okay, inside. It is put on the heat sink. This is the heat sink, right? So they have for a heating purpose, because the laptop, no, laptop charges will be continuously on, or your power supplies can be on, or your TV power supplies can be on continuously on. So many places they use this. So 4 things you can repair by yourself. That is the idea. Okay, right? I hope you got the idea about these things. Right now, I will tell you about few of the circuits. So I have already made some circuit based on this. What is this circuit? Already made one circuit, that is in the later classes we have already discussed. That is just last week I have made one video that you can make one sensor. Okay, what sensor? Bright light sensor. Okay, so this is bright light sensor. I will just give you a little idea about what is bright light sensor. I will just connect it and I will show it to you. So positive, I'm 5 volts, I'm connecting it here, and negative is all right. So negative is here, positive is here. I have to give the connections once again, please. Right. Now you can see I have put my finger on this, right? The light, both the lights are coming. This timer IC, this operational amplifier 393, I've already shared. You can just refer to it. So with this, you can do a lot of circuit. Now it is a season where you have to learn, or you have to do in the colleges, in the universities, you have to do your project and practicals. Science students, they can go for science project. Other students, simple, they can just have idea from this and you can do it. Okay, so I have put my finger on the LDR. This is light dependent resistor. So this they went a little faster and this little slow. Once again, check it. Okay, I'm removing it. So this went faster and this went this thing. That is, I have used a timer circuit, that is this capacitor and this resistor. This capacitor and resistor, I can use it, I can change the value, and then I can increase the time. So output from this you can use for various application, right? To switch off the motor, if bright light is there. Suppose in the hospital, I will just tell you one idea. Suppose in the hospital, right, there is a baby ward, right? And babies don't, in the initial, when they are born, they don't like dark, bright light. So there you can use this bright light. If suppose somebody by chance, there will be alarm outside, and immediately somebody will come to know that the light is bright for the kids or for the infants. So immediately you should. So just giving little idea, you can with the idea. So this, why I'm showing you all these things, you should learn how to do science project, or it will be a guide for you for doing your mini micro main projects, right? So these are the simple projects using a operational amplifier and a timer IC. Okay, so you can do so many things. It should come in your mind, like what other projects I can do, or what are the other things what I can do. See, once again I'm showing you. We can change the light. So this is both, it takes little time, maybe 4 or 5 seconds it is taking. I can change the 4 or 5 seconds to more or less, right? More is better. So this is one part of it. Okay, right, all right. So I will just remove this. Then I told you about this thing. One more thing, I made it this thing. This is a new project. What is this project actually? What is this project? Right, so this is mobile phone detector. Okay, mobile phone detector. Okay, so what happens, if you bring your mobile phone near to this, right, this is the antenna. So if you bring your mobile phone near to this, right, so it will give you some light. That is, like, if you go with you're not supposed to go with the mobile phone inside the examination hall, right? Like when you go airport, so there is a metal detector, you have a metal detector. So this same circuit works like a metal detector also. You can make metal detector or any type of detector you can see or you can make. So this is a mobile phone detector. Why mobile phone? Why? Because mobile phone emits signal or receives signal of 800, rather from 800 megahertz to up to 2.4 gigahertz, right? It will be in between this. So if you go with any device, Bluetooth device also, or something also for doing this thing, or somebody else, I'm not talking about you, somebody else. So you can do, you can make a device for detecting that. Okay, now how does it work? I will just show it to you. I have given connection. This is based on IC LM358 operational amplifier. This is also operational amplifier. Simple circuit. All the circuits I'm going to share with you. Please don't worry about the circuits and all. I will share the circuits with you. So operational amplifier, variable resistor, output transistor. There is one antenna, and antenna is very important, and these two capacitors are important. Why? Because the capacitor will generate that particular frequency. So that you have to keep it in mind. Okay, now this is negative. I will just connect negative to negative. Where is the negative? One moment, please. So I will just connect negative to the negative. I have connected negative, and positive will be here. So positive, what I will do is positive is pin number 8. So I will just connect the positive to pin number 8. Okay. Now you can see I'm just bringing my hand together here near to this. You can see there is a fluctuation. So if I take my mobile phone, if some ring comes to my mobile phone, immediately this phone, or there's no SIM, I'm just giving idea about this. There will be a fluctuation in this thing. So at this place, I can use buzzer also. You have to, I can use buzzer also. Okay, buzzer is a small instrument which will give some sound noise. Okay, so like this you can just see, I'm just giving you a demo. You can see this. So how to make, what is the circuit? Already it is there, but what I want, why I'm giving you this ideas, why? Because small project, before going into the industry or doing some learning, or good, or doing some big project, before that you should try the small project on electronics. This is pure electronic project where microcontrollers are not being used. Okay, so likewise, I'm just giving you idea, right? You can see, just I'm just bringing my this thing near to it and how it is giving. So I will share this, all this thing with you, and you can learn, right? Okay, this is one project. So why? Because why I'm showing this, already I have made videos on this. This is also one of the project, the pure electronic product. This is buzzer, right? This is gas sensor. This is a timer IC. This is operational amplifier. So kitchen security alarm or any type of alarm, you can say. Here the gas, if the gas comes over here, then it will give alarm and it will turn this light on for some time. Okay, or that on light also we can control, like how long the light should be there, how long it should be on. So likewise it will be there. I will just try to show you this also. Okay, so I will just try to connect it, and I will try to show this also. All right, so from where I have to bring the gas? Okay, I will just try to bring the gas from here. So why it is not working? Just a moment, please. Some loose contact might be there. Okay, so this is already, I have given you video for this. Don't worry about this. How working and all, I've already shown you this. Okay, so this also you can make it. Instead of this sensor, you can use PIR sensor. That is, if any thefts, you can make, like if anybody try to enter your home, some IR sensor, you can use it in the place of this. You can use proximity sensor. You can use this thing, and you make alarm circuit, timer with alarm circuit. You can make, so one operational amplifier, one timer, buzzer is also there. So likewise you have to make some circuits. So these are the different type of circuits what we have already discussed, right? Okay, so after this we have also discussed about other circuits, that is your microcontroller, how to program microcontrollers. Only one or two videos I have already made it. So maximum you will find videos based on these two mainly, right? So my idea is giving you idea mainly on this microcontroller. So this microcontroller, okay. So this microcontroller, I will give you this. This is a Raspberry Pi Pico. This is very common. That is Arduino, and this is ESP8266, right, or ESP32. So whenever you have this type of steel type of thing, then that means IoT type of this thing I will do. I will make some IoT practicals, and I will show it to you. One more thing I would like to tell you, I will share my book. I have already book is there on Amazon. Okay, it is only costing around 200 rupees. So you can buy that book. And if you don't want to buy the book, after some time, I will give you free of cost that book. In that book, you have detail, that is practicals, how to start, how to do IoT practicals, especially on this. Okay, mainly on this, not on this, and not on this, on this. So I have made a complete book how to do practical with the help of Raspberry Pi Pico, IoT also, right? So you get IoT board also. That means there will be steel, like this steel part will be there on this. So you will learn how to do it. Okay. So if you want a list of projects, you can go to my website and you can learn about this. If you want to learn, you can I will share the link where you can buy that, only costing 100, 200 rupees in Indian currency. So it's very, very cheap. There you have approximately 10 to 15 projects. Okay, how to make on this, some good projects. Every details will be there in that book. Coming classes, I will tell you about these things also. I will be releasing one more book on basic electronics, that is very beginning. That is also, I will also release a book on what we are doing before going into industry, what the student need before going into industry. That also I will be giving you the complete idea. So please, students, if you are from Hyderabad, India, right, you can come to my place on Saturdays. I will give you free ideas on Saturdays only. Free ideas about the projects. If you are doing projects, science projects, you tell your teachers and everything, it will be free for everybody. Okay, it will be free for all the students. All the materials you want, all the helps you want, I will give it to you. I can supply to you. Please tell your teachers, you can come to my place. I will share the complete link about the things and all. You can go to my website also, and you can check the list of projects. Only I want that you should like and subscribe to my channel. Maximum you should like and subscribe to. It will give me a boost to make more channels or more this thing for you peoples. I'll be making compulsory coming future good this thing. One more thing I would like to tell you is my channel has, for exam going students, I have some knowledge base, that is MCQ, made with some good messages on it. You please view the short videos on. I have this thing. So I will be giving you daily, I will be giving you at least minimum 2 videos in a week, and few of the MCQs you will be continuously getting. I want you should learn. I will not charge you anything for that. You can come anytime to me. I'm free. Write me. Please log into my this thing. My mail address is there. you can directly contact me. I'm available every time. I want that all the students should get the skills and the knowledge, right? For that, this thing, my no, I don't have any aim of getting money and all. Please remember, it is all charity, free of cost to all of you. You can come to me, come to my lab, do the things, ask me, I will train you. Everything can be done free of cost, right? Only thing, you should like my channel and you can subscribe my channel for doing that. Thank you very much. So we'll end up today's this thing. In the coming future, I will arrange a good this thing for this thing, and we will have a good session for projects and other learning part. Thank you very much.